In 1 week, I made over $5,000 using OddsJam. Guys, it's Billy C, part-time content creator here at OddsJam. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I made over $5,000 in 1 week. We talk a lot about, the OddsJam free trial and how you should take advantage of it. It's more than possible to make a really solid amount of cash in 1 week just using the tools at OddsJam. And we're going to break it down in this video. Come on, let's go check it out. So we're over here at the bet tracker and the sweat station here. We're going to look at my February, which was by far the craziest month I've ever had betting on sports. Made $8,400. We're going to focus on the 12th to the 18th. And as you can see on the 12th, I only had 4 bets on that Sunday. Life got in the way. I wasn't able to get that many down. This is not something I would recommend for you to do. We want to get down more than 4 bets. But life got in the way for me there. On the 13th, I was able to get down 31 bets. On the 14th, I was able to get down 30 bets. The 15th, I got down 52 bets, which as you can see, I made $3,400, and I just had a lot of bets that day. The 16th, 40 bets. The 17th, 20 bets, and the 18th, 23 bets. For those of you keeping score at home, that is a grand total of 200 bets. So I averaged over 7 days, roughly 28.5 bets per day, so 28 to 29 bets a day. Obviously, I would love to get down even more plays, but, working a full-time job, maybe you have friends, maybe you have family, you just can't always fit that in. You just try to get down as many as you can. So here we are. We're looking at the 12th to the 18th. Really cool feature here at OddsJam. You can kind of dive into the custom date range. And you see I profited almost $5,300, and I wagered roughly $27,000. And I get it. Boom. Right off the hop, you're like, hey, Billy, I'm not comfortable betting that amount of money over a week, or I don't have that kind of money. That's okay. We brought back a 20% return on our investment. So look at how much money you're betting a week, and then times that by 0.2, which is 20%. That would be your profit for whatever you would gamble a week. That's how much money you can make back return in just 1 week using OddsJam, right? And the next big thing here, guys, that you want to focus on is our CLV, our closing line value. What does that mean? That means, let's say we bet on Alabama basketball game, right? And let's say we bet it at 10 a.m. that morning. The game doesn't tip off for another 8 hours. And when the game tips off, let's say we got the bet at plus 110. And then when the game tips off, you could bet Alabama money line. Best price you could get is plus 105. Well, we beat the closing line value. We got a better price than when the game tipped off. And that's how you want to beat Vegas. That's beating Vegas, right? So Vegas is pretty sharp. They're making a ton of money off of people. The lights stay on there for a reason. So this is how you want to do it. If you're beating the CLV over 55, 60, 65, 70% of the time, that's how you become a long-term profitable sports bettor. So in this week, we did it 63% of the time. The next thing I wanted to focus on, profit by sportsbook. Obviously, I got smoked on WinBet, but I kicked butt in basically every other sportsbook. What's the key takeaway here? See how many different sportsbook accounts I have with all these different sportsbooks? Yeah. The more sportsbooks that you have accounts with, the more opportunities you can have to bet on sports. Guys, February is a phenomenal month to bet on sports. College basketball, NBA. You still got some NFL playoffs. There's Super Bowl going on, right? You got hockey going on. So much. You got tennis, UFC. It's like, it's the mecca of time to bet on sports. So you want to have as many books as you can, and the more sports books you have, the more chances you have to make more money. All right, guys, next thing I want to focus on is profit by league. Okay, a couple things that I forgot to mention, but soccer, EPL, German Bundesliga, Spanish La Liga, I made money off them. Tennis, oh baby, made almost $1,000 just off of tennis alone. Yes, the outlier here is college basketball, right? Made $2,800 off college basketball. But even if you just took college basketball away, I had a great week making a lot of money off of tennis, soccer, NBA, NHL. See, a lot going on in the sports calendar. This is why you're going to want to get ready for OddsJam, because when we hit NFL season and college football here in like a little over a month, you're going to want to be locked and loaded. This is when you're going to make a ton of cash. All right, guys, profit by market. So what was I betting on that I made a bunch of money off of? The first thing that jumps out is I made almost $2,000 on total points. So just think of that as an over-under, and that was, primarily tied to college basketball. So if Duke plays North Carolina and the over-under is 145.5 points, and we bet the over, boom, that's where we cashed a lot of our money. Didn't do so hot in player prop bets, particularly in the NBA with player assists, player made threes, player points. it didn't go so well for me. I do bet player props, but I like to focus more of my time and effort on to, first half money line plays, spreads, over-unders. That's where I like to focus a lot of it on. But this is just another little breakdown here of where I made my money and what I was betting on. And lastly, to give you an idea of the odds range that I was betting on, you see like plus 100, minus 100. I made one bet I made off of a minus 200 play. What's this to show you? I'm not betting on plus 250s, plus 300s, plus 500s. I'm not betting on long shot odds. Everything is within that minus 200 to, let's say, plus 170 range, right? It's all within that range. I'm not going outside. So there's nothing that's plus 200 or above. Everything's under plus 200. And that just gives me, in my opinion, a really good mathematical fair win probability chance to make some money. The very last chart that I want to show you is the actual versus expected profit, which is really cool. And so I made it says I made $5,400 here. I was only expected to make $541. So we talk a lot about variance, and usually we talk about like the down trends of variance and how it stinks. But this is an example of us catching a massive wave and riding that baby on the upswing, right? So variance can also be very positively correlated to us as well. So we outperformed expectations by a landslide in just 1 week. But it's very possible, guys, to make a lot of money in 1 week, even if you're not wagering maybe what I'm wagering. It's still very possible. So guys, if you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter, leave a comment in this video. Please smash that thumbs up button. Make sure to comment, subscribe. I want to hear from you guys, right? Don't be afraid to ask me questions. I really appreciate you stopping by, and we'll catch you in the next video.